You don't need it.
The chemistry didn't work, did it?
Yeah. No, chemistry is the way to go.
Do you know that Bill Russell kept 6 rookies on my first year in the NBA? He kept 6 rookies. That's the first time any NBA team kept 6 rookies.
That's
I was one of those 6 rookies.
You were one of those rookies.
Yes.
I think that's so impressive.
And
I mean,
playoffs against Golden State, we lost the Western Coast Conference to Rick Barry and Jamal Wilkes and George Johnson and Clifford Ray and Butch Beard and Phil Smith. I mean, we lost. We won 7 games against them, and we lost game 7. The downtown Freddie Brown snapped his shooting finger and played game 7. And Russell put me in a game. I had a real good game. We still ended up losing by 1 or 2 points, and they went on to the championship and beat the Bullets 4-0.
You need more playing time. You needed more playing time.
That's all I wanted, man.
Yeah, no. That's all it is, man. You just have to have a chance. If you don't have a chance to do it, it's like
I was because these guys just playing in front of me. They ain't doing nothing.
Right.
But you Coach Russell what to do.
So what about the Celtics? I'm a Celtics guy here, so you got to give me some good input here.
Well, the Celtics. When you say Celtics to me, you say Red Auerbach.
Yes.
He built that.
He did. Strong foundation, great ownership, great general manager, great head coach.
Class act.
Everything. And his cigars were good too.
Top to bottom. Bob Cousy, all of them.
Yeah. But what about the championship this year for the Celtics?
They could do no wrong back then, man. 11 out of 13, they could. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But what about this year?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no.
They shoot too many threes.
See, anytime a team got a team that if one guy gets hurt and you're in trouble, that's not a team.
It's very true. That's a good point.
Everybody got to participate and be able to help play and win. Everybody got to chip in and win.
But they had the Derek Whites, they had the Drew Holidays, they got the Kristaps Porzingis, the Jaylen Browns. I feel like they have more depth this year than they did last year, right? We can agree to that.
For the step up guy when the heat get hot in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to Boston last year. They was looking down the bench to see who was going to step up against Miami.
No one did.
Do you see that?
Yes.
See, when I was in high school and college, man, I step up all the time.
Yeah.
The Kobe Bryant game. Here I come. You can count on me.
You wanted those opportunities. You had that killer mentality, that Mamba mentality to go out there.
I run more games off the bench for the Sonics than some of the guys that started.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to play.
Should have played more minutes.
I still hold the field goal percentage record for the Seattle Supersonics to this day, 56.6%.
That's ridiculously good. If anybody doesn't know that, that's ridiculously good.
Yeah. That means I'm slam dunking on everybody.
Right.
See?
But going back to the message of power forward, because I definitely want to wrap up this conversation with talking about the book. Again, you can find it on Barnes & Noble, Amazon. You can find it on other bookstore outlets.
Tolson.com.
And DeanTolson.com, yes.
And you can buy it on there as well.
All right, perfect. Thank you for promoting that. And also, is there any final thoughts in regards to what the book means? Final thoughts on the book, what the book means to you, where people can find it, and things of that nature.
What this book means to me is that people like yourself, coupled with my story, we can help millions of kids across this country, man.
Yes.
The bottom line, we can talk about me playing basketball for all day and night. We can talk about Michael Jordan's 6 championship, Bill Russell's 11 NBA championship. Let's talk about a cap and gown for these kids' heads, man.
Yes.
trouble out here with this education thing. And that's what I recognize, and that's why I do what I do, is so I can get their attention. And any of them can contact me on my website and ask me questions. I'll email them back and tell them my secrets of what I did to overcome illiteracy and what they have, the attitudes and their personalities and their parents and the community and athletics and sports and how one complements the other if you get them both going on together at the same time and not just be an athlete student or student athlete, how to be both and all
Be
that.
both. Be both. Yes.
How to be both.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then that way, if you got this perseverance attitude and stick with it,
You can do anything you want.
You'll win.
Yeah. You can do anything you want in life if you have that attitude.
So, right, Mark? You just said that.
Yes. Freshman and sophomore year. Yep.
So
of high school.
You understand the mentality of where I'm going.
Absolutely. Well, I can relate it with sports. Like I always looked at parallel with the sports and life and school. Like practice is practice with homework and the tests, and then once you get ready to go, there's a moment, there's momentum and opportunity for you to change yourself in the best way possible, and that's what I try to focus on. And I played basketball at D3, right? But like I think eventually, like the overall goal is to be a student first, athlete second.
I hated learning. Okay, for whatever reason, I just wanted to play ball. I didn't want to learn. But what I want to tell kids is that there is a small reward in learning, and that learning can be fun if you think that it can be. Learning finally got to become fun to me.
Yeah.
Because I started making A's
Mm-hmm.
instead of F's. It was fun making an A.
Yeah, it's a challenge to get to that A too. That's what you like.
That's right. I was inducted into the National Honor Society in Chicago, Illinois, for graduating magna cum laude in all the colleges across America. To get a 3.9 or 3.
I'm not done reading your book just yet.
okay. It's into the National Hall of Honor Society in collegiate academics across the country. They do it once a year, and I got the certificate, and I'm very proud of that.
Absolutely, I would be tremendously proud. I would hang it up everywhere in my room, like put it in my man cave. Like you honestly have to be, because you have to take small wins in life too, Dean.
Yeah. And you got this, right?
Absolutely. Yep. It's a beautiful thing. And I'll continue to read it. And again, it's very inspiring for me, especially. I can relate to it. But I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about Kansas City Chiefs winning another Super Bowl. And you got the Kansas City Chiefs gear on right now. How hyped are you being, you being from Kansas City, how hyped are you for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, all those guys?
Well, I got a little, 1 minute story about that. When I graduated in 1970 from Central High School, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. That was the first one they ever won. And the city was on fire. Because at that time, I was a star athlete in the city, and I was the best basketball player in the state of Missouri. And oh, yeah, I went down and celebrated with them. In 1970, the same year I got the scholarship.
Same year.
To the University of Arkansas.
That's destiny. There's a reason why.
Yeah, so I'm down there partying. So I'm inspired, right?
Yes.
I'm going to the University of Arkansas on campus talking about the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
So good.
So
it's so good.
On podcast, 52 years later, saying it again.
Love it. Don't you just love it?
Oh, man, life is something else.
I'm in New England. I'm a Dolphins fan, but the Patriots fans, yeah.
To your tribute, They beat the Kansas City Chiefs first game, opening game at Kansas City, 20-21.
Yep.
And I thought the Chiefs ain't going to the Super Bowl when I saw it.
You can't doubt Pat Mahomes. You
No,
can't.
man, he's the man.
You can't. He's the
Not,
next upcoming guy. He's the
he,
next guy.
he is not a man. He's the man. He's the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that city is his now.
Yep. He owns it. He owns the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I start putting these caps and gowns on these kids' heads, I'm gonna go back and own it too.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you know?
my born and raised right there.
Yep. And that's the message we're trying to get across tonight. Obviously, we're talking sports
Yeah.
and we're talking about your book, but I think the message is
I want to get the kids' attention with this. And Walt Disney graduated from the same high school I did.
no way.
For the kids. Yeah, 1937. He graduated from Central High School.
I'm a big fan of Disney, so
And
that hits my heart. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a full circle moment.
I got a lot of accolades in my life like this that you won't believe.
You really do. Hey, Dean, I
Okay.
want you to come on here and there. You can just talk up shop with us. Talk about life. Give us some input. Yes, million stories. Keep spreading that word, that message, because that message is kind and it's generous and it's free, right? That message is free.
I love people.
Absolutely. I love people too. I'm glad you're on here. And I definitely appreciate the time here, and keep turning that page, right? Every single page, every single chapter.
It counts, don't it?
It counts. Every step of the way.
And
Every word.
When you get to the end of that book, you have tears in your eyes. I guarantee you.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Well, my mom passed away at the end. Yeah.
Yes, that's tough.
She got to see me graduate from high school, college, and master's. And then she passed away.
She was there for a reason, Dean.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm telling these kids out here. Listen to your parents. If they tell you to do something, do it. Don't talk back and act ugly. Go do what they ask you to do and then see if it works out for you.
Yep. Respect and accountability for yourself and for your parents.
They the only one that love you.
Yes.
They don't tell you nothing wrong. In
Nope.
most cases.
And they're most relatable to you. They're your parents.
Yeah, they're there to help you. And if you listen to them, you might win.
You'll win for sure.
I listened to my mom.
And
She
you
told
won.
me, play professional basketball and go back to college and try and get your education. She retired me from playing. Are you kidding me?
That's a mom. That's a mom.
I don't listen to nobody else, Mark. But her.
Yeah.
Hell, I didn't even listen to the coach.
No, you focus on your parents, right? You gotta listen to your parents. Yeah.
Dad will guide you in the right direction, in the direction of success and not failure.
Absolutely. Dean, I can't thank you enough for coming on. This was awesome. Like I said, keep turning that page, every word, every sentence of that book that you keep writing in your life.
Yes.
We're seeing it, and look forward to having you on in the future. But I definitely appreciate the time here, and thank you for joining tonight.
And tell them to go to DeanTolson.com.
DeanTolson.com, people. You heard it. Go buy that book. It is a tremendous read. Again, I have not finished it, but I'm going to very, very soon. And I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. It's impeccable, and it will continue to raise your eyebrows in the brightest way, positive way. So, again, Dean, I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark, and feel free to reach out at any.
Awesome. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate your time. Thank you.